It's day 5 of what's been referred to as the world's greatest county fair. That's right, guys. I'm talking about the Clay County Fair. And it draws people from all over the state to Spencer, Iowa. That's our top story. Tim and Jenna are spending the day out with the masses on the fairgrounds in Spencer. How's it going, guys?
Hey, it's been a good day, Rebecca. It's windy. That hasn't changed. It's sunny. The weather is perfect, and we've met a lot of nice folks that have stopped by to say hi.
It's actually blinding, but we're going to take it because it could be so much worse. Yeah, it has been just an unbelievable day. Talked to tons of folks, and there's so much to do. This really isn't an event that you come to for a day because you can, if you're going to look at the events, the exhibits, the livestock barns, go on the Ferris wheel, it takes more than an afternoon.
Saying it's a county fair is a little misleading because, as we mentioned earlier, it's more like a state fair, and each day has a different theme, a different opportunity for the fair to honor folks, too, in the community. And today was Disability Day, so there are a lot of folks who might need to use a wheelchair or who might not get to have a fair experience all the time, and it was fun to watch them take it all in. I talked to one woman who brought a group from Lake City here to the Clay County Fair, and she says they love to people watch, so this is the perfect place to do that. And then she got to see the smiles and the reactions on their faces.
I enjoyed watching their reactions. That's very rewarding.
Just a fun day for anybody who came today, but a little extra special, I think, for the folks with disabilities who got out to the fairgrounds.
Today's a day where there's extra room, so it's easier to get around.
True.
The middle of the week is usually the slow time, so there's some extra room, and as you said, there are lots of smiles today, too.
Well, and Rachel mentioned that this fair is more accessible than some others because they have wide spaces. It's easy to get around, so that's neat to hear.
Lots going on, as we said. Of course, livestock, agriculture, it's a huge part of any fair, but especially here at the Clay County Fair. But there's a little bit of, when you think agriculture, you think cows or pigs or sheep.
Not always.
But you can talk dogs as well. Check this out. The first event this morning, almost the first, I guess I should say, bright and early, the dog competition from today. The dog contest, I should say. 50 different dogs in the canine competition from the 4-H and FFA groups. 15 classes of dogs in the show rings. As you can see, there were 3 rings today that were filled. It's been a busy day. They got started at 9, and as mid-afternoon, they were still competing in both obedience and agility competitions. And if you think this doesn't take as much work as, say, a big steer, well, think again.
So in the summer, we took a class like every Thursday, I think, and we would practice what we were going to be doing in the fair. And so that's how we kind of worked, and it was always for an hour. And then a couple weeks ago, we stopped, so you had to work on your own if you wanted to.
It was interesting because some of the competitors today were first-timers.
Really?
And their dogs were obviously first-timers as well. But then you could see the ones that have been in this a few times. And they snapped on every command. They were right there.
Pretty fun. Yeah. The whole range, like you mentioned. Dogs up to, we saw, pigs and, let's see, alpacas in Grandpa's barn. We'll tell you more about that at 6. But we have so much more to talk about. This is just a little snippet of the Clay County Fair, so we're not going anywhere.
We'll be back here inside the 5 o'clock show, so don't go anywhere. We'll give you yet another update. In the meantime, I think there's a root beer stand right next door. I may go grab one, Rebecca, before we come back.